Hello and welcome to another I Explores. Today we're going to look around the streets of Grimsby and I'm going to show you around some of the streets today. So let's go and have a look at that. Okay, so this one's a lost street of Grimsby. Down there is a place called the Crescent. It was a square shaped and they used to come from where the market is in the distance there. Okay, and it was on this patch here, obviously where the flats were, but they've obviously been knocked down. I've got pictures of the flats still up. But yeah, it was called the Crescent and that's where that was. So let's move along to another street. This one here used to be St Andrew's, a church, which came out of Church Street in that direction over there. So there used to be a church in here called St Andrew's. Obviously a lost building, not on my lost building series, but I'm going to do it for streets, is in Church Street, so there you go. Right across there is an abandoned building, Viking House. That used to be the job centre back in the 80s. I remember going in there and I can see a gap in the window, so I'm going to let's put the camera through it. I shouldn't leave all to people like vloggers like me, but let's do this. Right, this is inside Viking House. I don't know what I can see in there, but always interesting when you can get in. There we go. Brilliant, eh? Okay, so I've come to an old alleyway. As you can see these on here. I think it was to stop the carts from scraping the buildings. As you can see, it's got cobblestones down it and stretches right in front of me there. Now there's another one of these further up, but if you look up, look at these buildings here. Really old, obviously been filled in. Obviously that must have been sort of an hayloft of some kind up in that one up there. But still here, an original pavement, so we know these here. Look at this old drain pipe. Yeah. I don't know what these actual streets are called. I think they're, well, I don't know, what would you call them? Back entries, yards? I don't really know. But still here, another part of old Grimsby. There's your window ledge down there, look. Excellent, let's go on. And I'm going to go across the road. I'm pointing the camera over the other side. There's old buildings on this side as well. All these. You can see the bay windows up there. Obviously the one on the corner as well, but these are still here, old Victorian buildings. Now I say I've got pictures of these which I can't put on for copyright reasons, but okay, so it's another old building up there. You can see the top of that, look. This is on Kent Street. I'm actually on the corner of Kent Street and Freeman Street at the minute. And also, this side of the road is always another old building. This is also Kent Street. You see by the sign, that is an old building, old Victorian. So there's a lot of old streets around here to cover. This again, probably a two-parter, knowing me. I'm risking life and look here, this old building across the road there, as you can see. Look at the big signage one sticking out of that one there. But these are all original ones. Obviously the other side of me is a new YMCA place, which was where the church and houses were, but yeah, these are all old. Okay, so I'm walking down Freeman Street. Now before it was called Freeman Street, it was going to be called Straight Street. As you can see, if I turn the camera, it is straight, because I'm up there, all the way up there, very straight. But then they just kept it to Freeman Street, they changed it. Well, I will find out why and I will put it on the channel. So let's go and have a look. I'm crossing the road. There's another one of these alleyways here. And it's at the side of this shop, that shop. So let's have a look down here. Yeah, as you can see, you haven't got the things there, the pillars have been removed, but it's still got its cobbles down here, so that's really good. So let's go a little bit further. And there's a building across the road there, as you can see, Butchers. Now, I heard that was a bank, but I will do some research on that one too, and I will put it all on this video. And it's very early this morning, on a Monday. No one around much. Crikey, yeah, it's all good. So let's carry on. I'm going to show you another street. Okay, so we've come across some old cobbles, which obviously must have led into a yard. Now, there is a yard in there, and it looks quite old, actually. I can't show you it now, they're obviously closed. But it is wood and timber, which is probably what it originally was. Now, look at this, original paving slabs. Original ones. These have been here some years, these. Could even be as early, I don't know, late 17th century, definitely 18th, 19th, obviously, but they're still here. So you can see what it was originally like to walk down this street. Really good. So let's carry on. Now there's this building here and the one over there. Now that one's said to be over 100 years old. Obviously on Freeman Street, because we're doing streets. And that one as well, but I will find out what there was. So let's carry on. Okay, so this is Wood Street. Like I see, this house is old there. Not many old houses left down here. Obviously the wine pack looks like it's old, with the chimneys on the top there. Obviously all these are all Victorian. So we're going to carry on and keep going. Okay, so we come to another big old building there. I'll have to find out what all these are. And there's some signage up still on them. But these are very old as well. And all them across there are too. So there's quite a few things left. There's another one up here, and it's going to show you that one. Okay, so we're walking up to an entrance here. There, as you can see. There, as you can see, that is where an horse went through. I'm going to go out onto the road. This is silly. So that is leading somewhere to a yard. That's big enough for an horse and cart to get through there. And I'll also try and find out what all these are too. Now this one on the end here, this building used to be the old cyclist club. Up there. It's no longer there, and it used to go. I'm going to come round the corner. You'll see a balcony in a minute, which is up there. And that's where they used to go, on the top. And there used to be a bike made out of wrought iron sat up there, I think, unless it was a rail one, I'm not sure, but it's obviously gone now. Okay, so this is Ayton Square. Now I remember a roundabout in the middle there, and they used to have a Christmas tree on it every Christmas. Obviously that's gone now, but it used to be there. Now this is Hollis Street, most of this. That's where Asda is sat on. And there used to be a pub called the Oil Millers over there, which I will put the dates and things on there when I find them. But yeah, this is quite an area, this was. Obviously, I've done the school on a recent old buildings video, and the trams used to run down here too. So that's a good one. So let's carry on a bit further. Oh, and just here, before I stop, used to be a chapel where this thing is, and the chapel looks a lot better than this, but there used to be a chapel just here, yeah. And that's obviously gone as well. But there's a lot of things that are rarely gone. Now, in front of you see that building there, they can make out like a poster of some kind, advertising something. A billboard it's called, isn't it? It looks like an A, that does. I can see an A, but I can't see what that says. It's not often you find things like that, but it looks big. But it's definitely Victorian, and I know that because I've seen it on a picture. And like I said, here was this old chapel. Now if we come down here a bit further, obviously whatever that was may have been attached to that, because you can get an horse and cart through that door there. Okay, so we're carrying walking down Bradley Street now. Now I'm going to turn the camera around. Obviously it's the railway in front there. Now there used to be a subway which went down just in front of us there. Now it really, it smelt bad. But it was there in the 80s, and I don't know when they filled it in, because I think I'd moved away somewhere, living somewhere else since then. And on the left used to be Turner's, where they used to make the billiard tables. Now I worked for them when they moved down Morwell Street, but it used to be up here on Robinson Street East, on a corner of Bradley and Robinson Street East, let's say. It's just up here where this place is now. Well, at the end of this fence is where roughly it started. If I walk up a bit faster, or not that fast on a cold Monday morning, thank you very much, but yeah, around about here it started to go down. And obviously the buildings, the Turners and that was on this side here. It used to go down under that wall there. You used to go that way and turn that way, and you came up over the other side where that blue building is there, or blue and white. It came out there on this side. That's where that was, obviously filled in now. I'm not sure if that wall there, you can see it in front of me, where it was filled in. It looks like it, but I couldn't say for sure, but that's where it went. So long gone passageway, a quick route to town gone. Let's carry on. Okay, so coming up to Home Street now. Now at this point, I'm back onto the railway slightly. Okay, now there needs to be two crossings. Obviously the one at Pasture Street, which is in front there still. There used to be a bridge around about here. See where the wall there? sort of changes, look. That's where it was. It went over that way, and obviously there's that centre there now on Queen Street. But that's where it went. As you can see, the old railway post is still there. That, obviously the gate where you went across, or you went over the bridge, whichever you wanted to do. You could actually walk across it in them days. But you walked up there, Home Street, and came out there. Now this building, the Viscount building on Robinson Street East, again, I will look out and see what that did. Some of these are hard to find, but there's a lot of industries around this area anyway. So I will find out what that is. It's obvious that there was because of the railways. And over there you had Tickler's Jam Factory, where in front of me is where B&Q is sat now. And there was railway tracks that went to there as well, right across there down Bowling Green Lane. Now, funnily enough, some of this is in the wrong place. I know it sounds silly, but I've looked on the maps. It's, yeah, nearly. Okay, see on my feet, cobbles. Now this, I think, was Bowling Green Lane, because you've got original slabs just here where I'm walking on now, and obviously the road surface, part of it you can still see. It runs off in that direction, and I say Tickler's Jam was through there. You can see the orange sign of B&Q. We're going back to this. Now you can see there's bricks down there as well, so that's obviously the edge of a building, or an house, or probably this here, I don't know, but yeah, these slabs are still in, and these are big ones, so these are definitely very old. I mean, the size of that one. Okay, so this is Passion Street level crossing. Now there used to be a signal box just there, but that went a while ago. Now it's obviously all automatic. There used to be more tracks than this just here. But like I said, the one particular's left it somewhere down there and came that way round. And there was another one that also came round here, and further up there went to Louth, which went that way, which I've covered on the Grimsby to Louth video, which is up there. So let's carry on. Okay, so we're on Victoria Street South, and this is called Victoria Street Chambers, and we're on Dial Square. Now, as you can see, obviously the gate there, obviously for horse drawn again, straight through there to the back. And I say this is called Dial Square, which I'm going to take you to now around the corner. Obviously I covered that pub behind there, the Open Anchor. There's a lot of old houses around here in front of us there on Victoria Street. And there's the Lyric, which used to be a theatre, which I've done on my theatres video. There's a cafe there. That's at the front there, that white one. Oh, there's two white ones. Okay, it's the right one with the roof that slopes. But this is Dial Square. As you can see up there, there is a tower. Okay, that's what it would go. You can see it's old. Obviously a lot of industry around here. So let's have a quick look round here. I'm not going to go down there, the bloody cameras are out. But you can see this is industrial as well. And there it is, Dial Square. That's where it was, so let's move on. Okay, down here is Town Hall Street. A lot of old houses down this way as well. Still standing. As you can see, again, this one here, obviously an entrance there. Probably a thin horse and cart, but still an horse and cart nonetheless, that ran down this way as well. See, a lot of these are very old, but they're not, obviously knocked a lot down for the new courthouse. There's a lot of old houses around here now. Newhaven Street, they still kept the name of it because it's still up there on the side of this Victorian building there. And over there, that's just now on Victoria Street West. And you see that up there, that big thing sticking out the building, that used to have a lamp on it. I've seen it on many a picture. Now these are still old buildings, all this block here. There's quite a lot, and this is, down here is New Street. And on the corner there is the waterworks, which I've done in a previous video. So there's a lot of things still standing, which is really great. They used to build car parks on them, but you know, so let's carry on. Okay, so you had many a different funny street now, one called Ratton Row. Now, that's somewhere in this area here. In Clayton Walk, that type of thing, Flottergate, which if you go in there, it tells you where they are, but some of them, to me, are in the wrong place. Now this, somebody took a picture of before. I'm going to go to have a look. Not disturbing out. I didn't want to have a look. How could this? All old. Now up here's an aloft, so somebody's taken this picture of this before. I'm only going to go to here. Now this is an old building. Very old. Now what this street used to be, I'm going to find out if I can. But obviously it's part of Victoria Street West, and obviously it must have been on that side somewhere, but it's a very old building which is still there, which is fantastic. And that little window on the top there. Brilliant, so let's carry on. I'm going to turn this camera around. I found an old building just here, look, which is now what that is. As you can see, that's old as well. There's a lot of old buildings still down here, which I have covered on previous videos, but not all of them, because there's that many. It could take a long time. But as we're doing streets, this is West St Mary's Gate. I've covered that one down there, that white building, the chambers. And at the back there, as you can see, look at that window. In front of you there, wow, looks like a stained glass. I didn't notice that before, but you see, if you look up, when you come out to town, you'll see all sorts of things. Now look at this. This used to be Guy and Smith's before it was House of Fraser, Bins, whatever you want. Yeah, I remember that, Guy and Smith's. You can see the windows up there, they're sticking out, the bay windows. But this was Guy and Smith's, massive place. And also Lawson's of Stockdale was along this part as well. Along the same sort of stretch it was down here. And I remember going in it, it's now Marks and Spencer's, which you go through there to it. But that used to be Lawson's. The coffee smell used to be tremendous in there, it really are. I tell you, if you're my age, if you're over 50, you'll know what I'm talking about. As you can see above there, look, depicting when the Vikings come round here. I don't think they look like that. I've watched Lost Kingdom, and I don't think they look like that at all. So, okay, so now we're on Briggate. You can see all this stretch of houses is very Victorian down this bit. Now here used to be the Briggate bus station, and this building there, the taxi's been there a long time. Now this used to be the bus station, because I used to go to the Fish and Chick, which is now that cafe thingy. We used to come out and go sit in here and have fish and chips. There always used to be a photo booth in there as well. Used to go in, but that's where we used to sit. And this is where you used to get the bus to Louth and various other places like National Express, or if you was going abroad and that, you used to get here on the Peter Sheffield, and the booking office was over there, where it says whether it's a property services now, but that used to go in there and book your tickets to go on the ferry as well at Hull. That's where you went if you wanted to go to Rotterdam or Zeebrugge or wherever you were going. Basically anywhere you could book in there. Obviously it's changed now, but yeah. And this way you got your buses to go on your holidays back then. I say, it's just been blocked in with some shops, I don't know, but there you go. But it's sort of kept it there because that corrugated iron's still there. So yeah, very good. And also something else that I don't know if many people do know, maybe you do, but look, this used to be the Jaguar garage. Now, further up here, I used to have a slope going up to it to the roof, and I used to come back down the other side. I mean, the same side, sorry, not down the other side. So I'm going to quickly turn this off and I'll show you, because I'll be yapping for ages. Look at this, what I just found, that is an old lamp for the railways. Yeah, look at that. Well, something you find when you're walking around. So anyway, this was the Jaguar garage, as I was saying, and the slope, well, it used to go straight through there. As you can see there, look, behind that gate, that's it. That's the original surface of it that went to the top. Obviously they put steps there, but that's where they went up the side and obviously onto the roof. But that's where the Jaguar garage was. You can see through there as well, there's something going on. Okay, so over this side we have the Salvation Army place. This is built in 1913. I know that because of the thing up there. I think it's 1913, and if I get it wrong, I'm really sorry in advance. Let's have a look, because the drain pipe up there and it's got it on it. Okay, I got it wrong. No, I didn't. 1913, there you go. So let's get across the road. Now this has been recently refurbished. I think it's, I don't know what it is. I'm assuming it's flats maybe, but it was Salvation Army then. And obviously it's, I can't remember what it was after that. I think it got neglected, or was I think it was maybe a care home, I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. But yeah, this has been here since 1913. As you can see, when I get to it, on that drain pipe up there. Past this tree. There was a tree when you're out vlogging. There we go, 1913. Yeah, that's what it was, Salvation Army back then. And now I don't know if it's flats or not, but they've seem to be still working on it with the looks of it. I mean, it is a massive place, it really stretches that far. I'd love to bring my drone down here and do it, but anyway, let's carry on. Okay, so this building here used to be a motorbike shop. Now, when they was digging this out back in the 40s, I believe, to build whatever they were building, they found a ship. Now, obviously, this back then in the Viking time, this would all be flooded, because the Vikings ended up a long way on a video I did not long ago at Greatcoats, the church there. I think I was telling you about 2 Till, that was it. Now they did find it. Now whether or not they dug it out later on, I don't know, but I've not ever heard about it. So it may be still under there somewhere, so you can see what it was like back then. Okay, so going across the road, we've got the old county police place, which is still there. I believe now it's a solicitors of some kind. I'm holding the camera up there so you can see the top. Yeah. Now I've got a picture of this. There was gates on here, and there's a lad stood next to it. So I'm going to go across the road before his car gets me. But yeah, obviously, if I go down here, I would assume that down there might have been the old cells. I'm not sure, but there could be. Knowing if it's a police station, maybe. Obviously, this is moved now. It's on Victoria Street South. And they recently built another one, I believe, on Birching Way. But yeah, let's go and have a look at this. Let's have a bit closer. Yeah, look at the old brown doors are still there, look, and the windows. Wow, this is really something else. So I'm going to chuck the camera through there. You can have a look. Look at that. Okay, so we've come to the end of another video, and obviously there'll be more on some of the subjects I'm doing, which is streets of Grimsby and pubs. There will be more. But I'd like to thank everybody, my subscribers, and all the people that are watching my content. Thank you very much, and see you next time on the next video.